Star Citizen is a massive beast of a development for a computer game, and there appears to be a new Frankfurt office for Star Citizen developer Cloud Imperium, and it's big. Cloud Imperium just leased a 3,000 square meter office in Frankfurt in the One project, and it's a 10-year lease. Hopefully that is going to be supporting and adding to the game after launch, and not an indicator of development time before a release. It appears that the construction of that new building will be done around the start of 2022, and the building looks amazing. It's a cross between fancy offices and a hotel, and it even has a cafe, cocktail lounge, and sky bar that the public can go and visit. Cloud Imperium's CEO Chris Roberts said, "The vertical campus concept of the One was decisive for our rental decision. We were not only looking for a modern, high-quality rental space in a central city location, we also want to offer our employees a kind of campus experience. The productivity of our company depends crucially on the creativity of our employees. Here we want to provide additional impetus, both with an attractive open office concept and with the diverse range of services offered by One." This is great to hear. Cloud Imperium are still growing. Even where the sort of world is in lockdown and the future is uncertain, they're still recruiting, expanding, and getting larger offices, it seems. They're spending their development money on developing the game and expansion. We know that Cloud Imperium are agile and adaptable with their teams and staffing, rather than sort of like having permanent seating and sort of desks where you never move in the office. They move their teams around and get people to join other teams, and their desks go with them, and team leaders and managers are often embedded with the teams that they're currently with, rather than in their own little separate office. And although that sounds a bit different in the fact that you're potentially constantly moving around, it certainly allows for more creativity, and you're certainly going to be almost certainly working better with your team because of those moves, because you're like next to the people you're working on a given feature or project with, and that will change the next time you move. And if you don't like the people you're with, well, you don't have to work with them for too long because you'll be in another group later on. I think that's quite cool. How many studios are we up to now then? Well, it's sort of up to 7, depending on how you count. There are 2 studios in the UK for Cloud Imperium and Star Citizen, so that's Manchester, or the Winslow studio, and that's where over 50% of the staff for Cloud Imperium are. That is where their major sort of work goes on for the game. There's also a little Derby studio, which is more focused on animation and mocap, but it is pretty tiny. There is a studio in Frankfurt, Germany, which we believe is moving to the One in 2022. They're pretty large and have more of a focus on AI, engineering, tech, and cinematics. There are 2 studios in the USA. LA, Los Angeles studio, is really the headquarters for Cloud Imperium. There's Austin, Texas as well. This focuses more on DevOps, Q&A, and back-end services, so a little bit more contracted, kind of. There's the Turbulent studio in Montreal, Canada. Cloud Imperium own around 25% of Turbulent shares now, and have been working with them for years on Star Citizen. So Turbulent have made the website Star Map and have been involved with loads of different parts of the game and website and Spectrum and that sort of thing. There's also now a Star Citizen focused part of Turbulent that is expanding to 100 plus employees over the next couple of years. This part of Turbulent is looking at gameplay, area, environments, building out planets, moons, and star systems. There's other stuff as well that they're working on, but that's like one of their major focuses. A lot of people wondered, how are you going to have 100 star systems in Star Citizen in a relatively timely manner and within the next 5 years or 10 years or so or whatever? It looks impossible when they haven't even finished one. Well, you get a large studio to focus building them out. That's how you get all of these super highly detailed star systems. Firesprite, another studio, are working on Theatres of War with Cloud Imperium 2. There are at least 10 Firesprite staff that have formed a strike team to focus on that FPS Combined Arms arcade experience, but also this massively helps balance the persistent universe and what Cloud Imperium are trying to capture with base gameplay and Org v Org combat. Previously, we've had Moon Collider, Ilphonic, and Behaviour all working on Star Citizen at some point as well, and Cloud Imperium have worked with Faceware. Are we going to be getting those Faceware cameras for FOIP one day? Maybe. Also, a year or so ago, I heard rumours of Cloud Imperium looking for a larger studio in the UK, as they had almost filled up their current building in Winslow. And with lockdown potentially ending in the next few months, this could lead to a situation where Cloud Imperium gets somewhere bigger. Or maybe they're going to be partially transitioning more permanently to remote working and working from home where sensible to save a lot of office space. That's a possibility for a lot of companies now. Remote working has become popularized and people are starting to see the benefits of it. However, Cloud Imperium very much say they want people to, where possible, be around their teams, and their sort of like creative juices get flowing when they're able to be in the right environments, talking to the right people, and people sort of like help each other out. That said, with any UK expansion, it's possible that Cloud Imperium are sort of moving some of their operations over to Frankfurt as they're expanding there. We don't know yet, but it's probably both. It's probably Cloud Imperium are expanding in the UK and in Frankfurt and probably everywhere else. At time of recording, there are 55 job vacancies on the CIG website. This is down from over 100 vacancies a few weeks ago. I think Cloud Imperium are at around 650 employees now, and I would expect around 500 of them to be devs, artists, and people working directly on the game, and that is expanding month on month. Hopefully, this will lead to an amazing, deep and rich game, but could too many devs spoil the broth? Probably not, but there are certainly issues with managing that amount of devs, and it's not likely going to lead to a quicker release for Star Citizen or Squadron 42, with Cloud Imperium very much saying it's done when it's done, no compromise on quality. More devs for them probably means more features and more detail, but what is the goal for the amount of devs working on the game from Cloud Imperium's point of view? 700? Over 1,000? No limit if the talent's there? I want to leave you with a thought as well. If Star Citizen hadn't been funded to the level it has, or if it had time constraints with a publisher, then a large portion of the features that it announced and talked about would be considered feature creep and feature bloat and never going to be able to be released. It's just that it's had the time and money to work on them and the game that it's been able to sort of go, well, actually, this isn't feature creep, this is going to be a reality. How many other projects would have been genuinely amazing that we have seen as bloated feature creep monsters if they had the time and money? I think No Man's Sky, for example, suffered from a lack of time for its initial release, but now that it's had a bit more time, it's actually a genuinely amazing game. Anyway, what do you think? The One Project Office Campus? That looks amazing. I want to go on an office tour there. Ooh, exciting. Do you think that Cloud Imperium's expansions spell good weather for the company and the game, or are there lots of hidden dangers that have not been mentioned and that you foresee? Do you think we could see 1,000 people involved and employed by Cloud Imperium for the game before it's released? Do you see Star Citizen's features as feature creep or realistic possibilities given no time constraints? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Do you have questionable taste in anime? Do you not want internet pirates looting your internet search history? Do you want a way to have more accessibility to the internets from more countries? Or is your security and privacy important to you? Well, get NordVPN. I shill for them, and you should use the code BoredGamer or the links below for a discount. Try it out. It's like a fleet of escort ships making sure your internet experience doesn't get griefed. We have the April ship giveaway as well for a Mercury Star Runner. The ship is extremely multi-role and should be part of any budding citizen's fleet. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning one is comment on any of my videos made during the month. A random commenter will take that prize. These giveaways and the wider channel content are made possible by people that go the extra mile by becoming a Patreon or a YouTube channel member with that join button and the links below. And me and Zin, the editor for the channel, are now trying to put out regular exclusive content as a thank you. We'll also be asking you in those videos to help shape the channel with making decisions about what content we do and how we do it. Please consider joining if you're really enjoying the content. It really does help. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more Star Citizen content, and I'll see you in the verse.